Hi and welcome to my channel. I am Germaine and this video is for the Lionsgate Portal 2019. So what is the Lionsgate? It is a planetary alignment of Sirius and the Galactic Center. What this does is it opens up this window of opportunity to receive major amount of light, just really big downloads. It begins on July 26th and many people get excited about the peak of it, which is August 8th, but it actually starts opening in July, so you can start receiving light, and the activation from July 26th goes through August 12th. Now August 8th is the peak of it. We are in the sign of Leo in August here, so you see how it fits right in. So we have these eclipses that cut a lot of things out of our lives, and I know a lot of you are feeling it. It's a lot that you've gone through, so much transformation that you are just not the same person anymore. Now life is dramatically different from what it was the beginning of the year now, especially if you compare it to, say, a year ago. So what are we going to be experiencing is a major heart chakra activation. Our natural state of being is joy. It is that bliss that is associated with love. And so the heart chakra activation is going to create big expansion. Whenever you expand out, you are connecting with others more. So we're going to be experiencing the heart palpitations, the heart chakra activation. So you will be feeling more. Now you'll be wanting to connect with others more, or maybe even disconnect from people who you do not want to, who don't make your heart feel good, or you don't want in your life. Now when it comes to sleep cycles, these can become pretty wild too because of this big amount of light coming in. When we have a lot of light coming in, we don't have to eat as much and we don't have to sleep as much. When we're not eating or sleeping, we're altering our normal state of being and kind of shifting into an expanded awareness, which is perfect for this time when all of this information is coming in. Now, empathy is starting to get really big, which is wonderful because these are signs of unity and consciousness. So during this window, it's very important to know that there are many forces trying to maybe work against you, right? Be aware of this. This is old news, but there are systems that may be working against us, so we have the opportunity to expand our consciousness and increase our vibration, not allowing these systems in, or not allow them to change the state of our being. Now, there may be systems that are putting you in a state of fear. There may be attempts to scare you. Now, clearing these is a natural part of being. It is like taking a shower. You don't need to continue cleaning these until you are out of range of access. So you do need to continue cleaning them, until you're out of the range of access, which I do. I guide people into stepping into their own space and connecting with their own inner being, so they are not caught up in all that stuff that's going on. Now, there are certain things that can compromise your natural state of defense, like trauma or stress or fear or shock. Those can create energy gaps where those things can get in. You're so much more powerful than the systems out there. So as long as you are standing in your power and you know you are powerful, then you have nothing to worry about. It's like when you get dirty, you wipe the dirt off of you. You don't freak out, you just wipe it off. It really is as casual as that. You just need to know how to do it. So with this period in time, expect to come out on the other side feeling better. It can be scary because right now a lot of our fears are coming out and starting to manifest, and it makes us take a step back. You say you don't want to progress because things that I am scared of are showing up in my life. Well, that is because you're giving it attention. When something presents and you give it attention, you give it importance, and you give it focus. Or it may be because you have energy blocks in place in your energy field that need to be cleared. But to clear them out, you need to know that they are there, right? But if you're not aware, we can look like a victim, or that something is happening to us rather than showing us what we need to focus on to clear. Now, especially negative patterns. Negative patterns are just that. Your soul is lining up with experiences showing you, hey, you have this thing to clear. Now, a lot of us will get into the habit when we're saying, this always happens to me. And we start programming this into our timelines as well. So it is very important to ask questions, how can I shift this? What is the energy and how can I shift this? We no longer have the option to run from our fear and our pain, because it is just going to keep showing up over and over and over and over again. So why not face it and deal with it and clear it, and it's done. Oftentimes if your greatest fear happens, you live through it. It's no longer your greatest fear. Then you can make it through it because you've done it before. But usually, if that happens, it's because you spend so much time worrying about it, you end up drawing it to you. Now we have to remember that worrying is using your imagination, creating what you don't want. When you create an image or a vision with an emotion, you are creating. So focus attention and emotion together. If you do it once, it may not matter. But if you do it over and over and over again, it becomes part of your subconscious programming. That is how the world is. That is when you could potentially line up with the experience. You may line up witnessing it in someone else's life, or you may end up seeing it through a movie. You may not go all the way through it, but you may even experience it through dreams. Now, dream time is an alternate reality that gives us an opportunity to learn in a safe environment. Now, if you have a nightmare, especially if it is a repeating nightmare, it may be with different people, but the same thing keeps happening. So do pay attention to that. You may want to keep a dream journal where you may notice a pattern in your dream. Just know what to focus on to clear. Okay, just focus on clearing this out of your system. So during this time, if you don't meditate, it is a really good time to start going into meditation. Quiet your mind. You're opening yourself up to receiving this information that is coming to you. And when we are really in the amazing window of light, just flood of light coming in at this time, we need to take advantage to really sit down and meditate. Now, I recommend meditating every day because it takes you out of your mind. You transcend the physical reality that is really important when you're expanding your consciousness. It gives you access to things that when you are thinking, you do not have access to. When you're thinking, this is an action. When you are being, this is when you're able to receive. When you're not taking action, you are in the receptive state, not the physical or mental movement. When you are being, you are receiving. When you are doing, you're not necessarily receiving. It takes that clearing of your mind so that information, when it comes in, you are not distracted with your thought. Now, another thing during this period is try to drink a lot of water and try to stay away from processed food, because those foods are very low in vibrational quality. You are the sum of everything that goes on with you, within you, your food, your thought, your point of view. Anything like yeast, bacteria, viruses are all part of your vibrational offering. So if anything has really low vibration, you keep taking it into your body and you think you will rise up, you are basically putting the brakes on from rising. Because your body now has something in it that is part of it, but contains a lower vibration. You can shift that. Yes, you can, by doing light work, doing breath work, but why even put it in the first place if it's going to cause you to do more work, to get your vibration back up? So try to eat as much high vibrational food as you possibly can. And the thing is that many of you may not even be able to eat low vibrational foods anymore because they make you feel crappy, So with the heart chakra activation and the unity consciousness, many of you can feel uncomfortable to get into that space with others where you know that they are thinking or feeling. Now, many people are starting to feel this. Unity consciousness means unify. It doesn't mean we will not have individuality, not at all. It just means that we can connect with others in a way we haven't before. So if you're starting to pick up on other people's energies, it's important to ask yourself, is this mine? Say you walk into a room and suddenly you're flooded with feelings and you do not know that they are yours. You may be picking up on other people's vibrations. This can be a bit freaky, but at the moment, check with your inner guide. And if this inner guide says it is not yours, just lovingly return it. Return it to who it belongs, or lovingly take it and release it into the planet, because you don't want to have to hold on to it. Just because it is out there, it doesn't mean that you need to pick it up and that you need to hold on to it. Now we're learning to be in a nice flow. We are starting to let go of limiting belief. We do not need that because it is something that we needed at one point to develop. But we are moving away from limiting beliefs and we are moving into synchronicity, unity, because we've outgrown that. We've basically, outgrown these limiting beliefs. So I'm going to end this here to prepare for a session that I have right now. I know that many of you are asking me about the full moon session. They're already booked so far, but I'm trying to fit guests in where I can. For those of you that are looking to book, please just contact me directly if you want to perhaps book a private session, or if you want me to put you on the list in case the space opens up, just let me know. So, all right, my friends, I hope you have a fantastic Lionsgate portal, and be open, go with the flow. Things come up. If you feel those feelings, you've hidden an energy block, and if you feel that it means that you have an opportunity to shift up a level, So start acknowledging these feelings that are yours, explore them, and explore how you can clear them so you do not need to feel these anymore. All right, my dears, thank you for spending the time with me, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.